everybody, this is Isha Snehal and today I'm going to talk about step 1. So step 1 is a days long exam. It is 8 hours long. It's got 7 blocks. Each block has 40 questions. It is an hour long and there is just a 45-minute break. 15 minutes is for watching the tutorial, which you can actually skip and increase your break time. So let's begin with what are the subjects that are being tested on step 1. Mostly the subjects are the ones that you've studied in the first 2 years of your med school. Those are anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, microbiology, pharmacology, biostatistics, and ethics. So lots of subjects, lots and lots of resources. I think every student goes bonkers understanding which resources to use and which to throw or not to use. I think the best resources out there are by far First Aid and UWorld. I think the key here is that use less resources and be more and more thorough with them, because it helps you concentrate your efforts into just those few resources. Even if you are referring to other textbooks, just compile your notes into one and make it easy to read and easy to revise. Okay, so let's begin with step 1, anatomy. Anatomy is, there's not just one book which gives you all the information regarding anatomy. So I would say go with UWorld, First Aid and Kaplan. Those 3 resources are great. For neuroanatomy, you can refer to high yield neuroanatomy to understand some anatomical structures, and the diagrams are really good there. But these are not books where you have to learn them up and memorize anything. You need to understand from them. They're mostly like help books. Moving on to physiology. Physiology is more completely concept based. Use UWorld, First Aid, and you can use BRS Physiology. Practice more questions to become better at the concept, especially for kidney, for to understand heart murmurs. I will also say there are some videos in Boards and Beyond. Boards and Beyond is like a series of videos which are great resources to boost your understanding in some subjects. For physiology, Boards and Beyond has a great section for cardiology. You can always refer to that. Moving on to biochemistry, I think Kaplan is a double thumbs up for me. Kaplan was great. The teacher was excellent, and it helps you understand the all of the metabolic cycles and all the concepts very, very well, especially what you need to understand to get those questions right on the main test day. Along with that, of course, UWorld is always there, and supplement UWorld with Kaplan, I would say. Then pathology. Pathology has also a lot of resources. Golian is there, then there is Pathoma, and there's UWorld. But I used Pathoma and I found it very simple and easy to understand, and it was easier to finish as well. So supplement your UWorld with Pathoma, and First Aid is always going to be your backbone. So of course, First Aid is not going anywhere. Then you have microbiology. I think First Aid has a lot of information about the different kinds of microbes and the diseases they cause. Supplement that with Kaplan and understand all the mechanisms or pathology of these microbes through the Kaplan videos, because they are very well explained. Okay, then you have pharmacology. I used a little bit of Sketchy Farm and of course Kaplan videos, so they were really useful for me. I would say Sketchy Farm was better for me to memorize all the information that was given in First Aid. If you're really thorough with First Aid itself, I think you're good to go, but you need to understand all the concepts that are given in First Aid. Okay, then moving on to biostatistics. Biostatistics, there is always a review for biostatistics in UWorld. It's a good program. It's a $25 program, and it helps you revise everything that is needed for you. Then ethics. 100 Cases by Conrad Fisher is a great book to go by. It really explains the basics and the concepts behind certain ethical questions like Jehovah's Witness or children, or even euthanasia or anything of that sort. So I think it's a great book to go by. It explains you from the very like as if you don't know anything at all. So yeah. Then overall, I think there'll be lots and lots of resources that you'll come by, and I think at the end of the day, you need to practice more questions. And for any exam, the more questions you practice, the better you get at taking the test. So always do your real world thoroughly. Do it at least twice. For practicing and to understanding where you at in your study schedule, take NBME tests frequently. I think not in the beginning, but like once you're done with the syllabus, like first aid and new world, once you're done with all of that and you think that now you kind of understand the concepts, take one NBME. If you don't score well enough, then you can take another NBME whenever you want. So you just need to build up on your weak areas. And once you're done with the weak areas, you go back again, take an NBME and see where you're standing. So it's a great way to measure where you're at in the process. I think in overall, the step 1 takes you about 8 to 9 months of code prep. Like if somebody has not started it at all, then 8 to 9 months. But if somebody is studying from the beginning, from first year itself, I think it'll be easier for them to finish it up easily. And I think the best time to take step 1 would be in third year, regardless of people telling you that you need to have a clinical background to crack step 1. I think third year is a good time to go ahead and give the exam or take the exam. Okay, so I will come back with some videos on step 2 CK, step 2 CS, and meanwhile if you have any questions, just put down your questions in the comment section and let me know. You can also DM me on Instagram, or you can just, catch me wherever you can. My Instagram ID is isha.snehal. So alright, bye, take care.